Good morning student, myself Vinay Tripathi. Welcome to your online class. Students, today I am going to explain you in civics chapter 2 preamble to the constitution. See students, previous chapter 1 we have learned introduction to our constitution, and in this chapter we are going to discuss about that preamble to the constitution. See students, preambles means what? And introductory statements means introduction. Okay students, so that we are going to discuss in this chapter, that means preambles to the constitution. See students, we learned this in the previous chapter. Some points are there that already we discussed in the previous chapter. First point, the constitution is an important document clarifying the rules of administration. Second point, the Constituent Assembly made the Constitution of India. It means the Constituent Assembly, it was made by the Constitution of India. Okay. And third point, our representatives have to carry out the administrations as per the law laid down by the Constitution. See students, who are the representatives are there, they have to carry out, okay, the administrations as per the law laid means what? Which are set or put down by the Constitution. Okay, so already we have discussed these points, all these points in the previous chapter. Okay students, our Constitution is the fundamental and the highest law of the land. There are definite aims or purposes in making any law. Basic provisions in the law are made after clarifying these objectives. See students, that means our constitution is the fundamental and the highest law of the land. Okay, and see students, there are definite aims or purposes are there in making any law, and basic provisions in the law are made when after clarifying these objectives. A systematic arrangement of all the aims and objectives of a law is the preface to the law. And see students, that means a systematic arrangement of all the aims and objectives of a law is the preface to the law. See students, preface means what? Introduction. That means preface means what, student? That means an introduction to a book typically stating its subjects, scope or aims. We can say the preface. Okay students, so the preface to the Indian Constitution is called the preamble. And say students, that means the introduction to the Indian Constitution is called the preamble. The preamble set out the objectives of our constitution. And this way students, the preamble set out the objectives of our constitution. See students, we all are Indian citizens. Okay, that means we, so we all are the Indian citizens. The preamble tells us what we all have to achieve as a people. The values, thoughts and ideas in it are noble. The entire constitution lays down the provisions through which these goals are to be realized. Okay students, preamble begins with the word we the people of India. And see students, you should know about that the preamble begins with the words we the people of India. It talks about the resolve of the Indians to constitute, okay, into, that means India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic. And this way it talks about the resolve of the Indians to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. We shall now understand the meaning of each of these terms. Okay students, first point, sovereign state. See students, that means a state with a definite territory that administers its own government, and it, that means, is not subject to or dependent on another power. Okay, that means totally independent, we can say that. So see students, India was ruled by Britain for a long period. The British rule ended on 15 August 1947. See students, that means our India country was ruled by Britain for a long period. Okay, and when we got independence students, we got independence on 15 August 1947. So you have to by heart this date, that is when we got independence, or you must know about that. When we got independence on 15 August 1947. Our country became independent. Okay students, India became sovereign. We are now free to take decisions as we think fit in our own country. And this way students, when we got independence, that means we are now free to take decisions as we think fit in our own country. The word sovereign means that a state is not under the control of a foreign power. And say students, the word sovereign means what students? Now only I said now, that means totally independent. That means that a state is not under the control of a foreign power. The most important goal of our freedom struggle is to, that means was to acquire sovereignty. And say, so what was the most important goal was of our freedom struggle? That means was to acquire sovereignty. Sovereignty means what? The ultimate authority. Authority means power to govern yourself in a democracy. Sovereignty rests with the people. Okay, students. The people elect their representatives and grant them the permission to exercise sovereign authority on their behalf. And see, students, that means people have the power. The people elect their representatives, okay, and they grant them the permissions to exercise sovereign authority on their behalf. On their behalf means, that means as their representatives. Thus, the constitution reflects the principles of popular sovereignty and the government elected by the people. And say, students, that means constitution reflects the principles of popular sovereignty, okay, and the government, who are the governments, are they elected by the people. That means people have the power, and this way the government elected by the people make law on behalf of the people. Okay, students, people have the power. Okay, students. Second point, a socialist state. See, students, a socialist state is such a state where the gap between the rich and the poor is minimum. And see, students, a socialist state means what? That means such a state, that means where the gap, which are the gaps are there between the rich and the poor, there should be minimum, means less. All have a right over the wealth of the country. That means students, rich and poor all have the right over the wealth of the country. It is ensured that the wealth is not concentrated in the hands of a few people. And see, students, it is ensured that the wealth is not concentrated in the hands of a few people. That means all should get these rights. Okay, that means all have a right over the wealth of the country. So it should not happen that only few people should have the means they have the power over the wealth of our country. That means all have the rights. Okay, student, that means whether they are rich or poor doesn't mean that. And which are the gaps are there, that should be minimum, means less, and all have the rights. Okay, students, over the wealth of the country. Point, secular state. The preamble states secularism as one of our goals. And see, students, the preamble states secularism is, that means, as also one of our goals. In a secular states, all religions are considered as equal. And see, students, that means in the secular states, all religions are considered as equal. That means all religions have the equal rights. No one religion is considered to be the state religion. The citizens are free to follow their own religion. And see, students, that means no one religion is considered to be the state religions, and the citizens are free to follow their own religions, and state cannot discriminate among citizens on the basis of religion. And see, students, that means state cannot, they cannot make the discriminations or discriminate among citizens on the basis of a religion. And see, students, that means in a secular states we can say that all religions are considered to be equal or as equals. Okay, students, and the citizens are free to follow their own religions. Okay, students, that is because of the secular states. Do you know we have endured? Endured means what, students? To try to preserve the multi-religious nature of our society. That means we have to try to preserve the multi-religious nature of our society. Okay, we cannot exercise the rights given to us by our constitution in an unrestrained manner. Means unrestrained manner means what, student? Means uncontrolled manner. The same is true of religious freedom as well. And say, students, whenever we are celebrating our festivals, what is very important, we are required to be concerned about public cleanliness, health and the environment. That is also very, very important. So whenever we are celebrating our festivals, so what is very important, students, we are required to be concerned about public cleanliness, health and the environment. Okay, students. Point, democratic state. See, students, in a democracy, the sovereign power is in the hands of the people. And see, students, what is very important, that means in the democracy, what is important, that is, student, the sovereign power, that means supreme power, is in the hands of the people. Okay, government makes decisions and draw up policies in keeping with the people's wishes. Government has to take important financial, social and other decisions to promote common welfare. So say, students, so whatever the governments are making decisions, or they are making the draw up policies in keeping, what is the important, they are keeping with the people's wishes. And also the government has to take important financial, social and other decisions to promote common welfare. That means people should get the proper welfare. Okay, the people should get the justice. All the people are not able to come together and take such decisions on a day-to-day basis. Therefore, elections are conducted after a fixed period when voters elects their representatives. Understand, say students. So it is not important. That means possible we can say that all the people are not able to come together and they can take the decisions on day-to-day basis. Okay, and because of that, therefore elections are conducted after a fixed period when voters elect their representatives. Okay, and you all know that about when we are completed 18 years of age, we have the rights to give the vote. Okay, that means each and every citizens of India country, they have the rights to give the vote. Okay, and that means what is important, their age should be completed 18 years of age and they are the people of India country, they are the citizens of India country. That is very important. These representatives sit in the institutions created by the constitutions like the parliament or legislature and the executive. They take decisions for the entire population as per the procedure laid down by the constitution. And say students, that means this representatives, they sit in the institutions created by the constitution, like that means which are the like are that means which are the means institutions are there that was created by the constitution, like the parliament or legislature and the executive. Okay, so they take decisions for the entire populations as per the procedures laid means put or set down by the constitution. Okay students. Fifth point, republic. See students, the Indian Republic came into existence from which day? That is 26 January 1950. And see students, every year we are celebrating as a Republic Day, that means 26 January. So 26 January we are celebrating as a Republic Day. Okay students, along with being a democracy, we are a republic. All public positions in a republic are elected by the people. And see students, all public positions in a republic are elected by the people. No public position is occupied on the basis of hereditary successions. And see students, so it is for all and no public positions is occupied on the basis of hereditary successions. The positions like the president, the prime ministers, the governor, the chief ministers, the mayor, the sarpanch, etc. are public positions. So who are the citizens of India country? They have the rights to become president, prime ministers, governor, chief minister, the mayor, the sarpanch. Okay students. Okay, that means are public positions. Any Indian citizens fulfilling the prescribed age criterion can get himself herself elected to any of these positions. So who are means fulfilling the prescribed age criteria, they can easily get, okay, they can get the job or this position. Okay students, in a monarchy these positions may be occupied by members of a single family following the principles of hereditary. And see students, in a monarchy these positions may be occupied by members of a single family following the principle of heredity. Okay students. Trimble has guaranteed the Indian citizens the three values of, that means which are the three values are the students? Justice, liberty and equality. Okay, it has enjoined upon the Indian citizens to practice these values, okay, and make law in keeping with these values. That means we can say that students, it has enjoined upon the Indian citizens to practice these values, that means justice, liberty and equality, and make law in keeping with these values. Okay, so let us understand these values. First point, justice. Justice implies removal of injustice and ensuring that everybody has the opportunity for progress. Practicing justice is adopting such policies that will promote public good. Okay, so see students, three types of justice are talked of in the preamble. They are as follow. First one, A, social justice. There should be no discrimination among individuals on the basis of caste, creed. That means there should be no discrimination. Okay students, the basis of caste, creed, race, language, region, place of birth or sex. Okay students, as human beings all have the right to the same dignity and respect the same status. As a student, we are the human beings and we are the citizens of India country, so we all have the rights. Okay, so all have the rights to the same dignity and respect the same status. Okay students. B1, that is economic justice. Poverty. See students, poverty means what? Poverty means the conditions of being extremely poor. So poverty leads to the evils of hunger, death or malnutrition. That means, see students, That means if child will not get the food, they are suffering the malnutrition problems. So, and also that poverty leads to the evils of hunger, death, or malnutrition. If poverty is to be eradicated, so everyone should have the right to a source of livelihood, so as to look after oneself and one's family. And see students, so if poverty is to be eradicated, so everyone should have the right to a source of livelihood, okay, and to eat proper food, okay, and so as to look after oneself and one's family, okay students. Our constitution has given this right to every citizens without any discriminations. And see students, our constitution, they are given the equal rights and given these rights to every citizens without any discriminations. And C1 is political justice. We have adopted universal adult franchise to enable equal participation in the running of the country. And see students, so accordingly, all citizens completing 18 years of age have the right to vote in elections. And this way, that means who are the citizens of India country who have completed 18 years of age, so they have the rights to give the vote in elections. Okay, students. And second one is liberty. Liberty implies that there should be no pursue unfair restrictions upon us, and there should be an atmosphere conducive to the development of our inherent capacities. So say student, that means liberty implies that there should be no coercive or unfair restrictions, okay, upon us, and there should be an atmosphere conducive, proper atmosphere to the development of our inherent capacities, and according to our capabilities there should be development. In a democracy, citizens enjoy liberty. As students, in a democracy, citizens enjoy liberty means freedom. In fact, democracy becomes mature only, that means only if citizens enjoy freedom. As students, so we can say that in fact democracy becomes mature when, that is only when, that means if citizens enjoy freedom. Freedom of thoughts and expressions is the most fundamental freedom for an individuals. And see students, so we have the freedom of thoughts, we can think about and we can show the expression in our face, is the most fundamental freedom for an individual. Everyone is free to express their own views and opinion, so all have the rights, okay students, so all have the rights, everyone is free to express their own views and their opinion, they can put their opinion in front of others. A give and take of ideas enhance the spirit of cooperation and unity amongst us. So we have to support each other, we have to give and take. These types of ideas enhance the spirit of cooperations, we have to cooperate with each others, and there should be unity amongst us, okay students. And similarly, it also enables us to understand the various dimensions of any problems, and this way students, it also enables us to understand the various dimensions of any problems, okay students. Liberty of belief means the freedom of belief, faith and worship implies religious freedom, okay. Every Indian citizen is free to act as per the teaching of their religion or the religion of their choice. That means every citizens have the rights, okay, so they can that means they have the rights, citizens have the rights is to free to act as per the teaching of their religion or the religion of their choice. It implies the freedom of celebrating the festivals and the freedom of faith and worship. And this way students, it implies the freedom of celebrating the festivals, that means they have the freedom, they can celebrate the festivals, and the freedom of faith and worship also, okay. All have the, they all this, they have the freedom. Third one is equality. Equality means what? Equal, all have the equal rights, there will be no inequality. The preamble guarantees the Indian citizens on equality of status and of opportunity. And see students, our Indian, that means we can say that our that means India country, the preamble guarantees the Indian citizens and equality of status and of opportunity. It means that all have equal human status, okay, and there will be no discrimination, that means no differentiations based on caste, all have the equal rights, creed, race, sex, place of birth, etc, okay. So all have the equal rights, not to make any inequality. The guarantee of equal status means not to discriminate between the people in terms of high, low, superior and inferior. And see students, that means the guarantee of equal status means what? Not to make any differences, any discriminations between the people in terms of, that means high, low, high standard, low standards, rich, poor, or superior, inferior, not to make any discrimination on that, okay. All have the equal rights, all have the same power, okay. So nobody is inferior or nobody is superior, not to make any discrimination in the high or low also, rich and poor also. The preamble has given great importance to equality of opportunity as well. And say students, that means our preamble has also given the great importance to equality of opportunity as well. Okay, and all will get the opportunity for development without any discrimination. That means if they have the capacity, they have the talents, they can make the development also. And this way students, the preamble has given a great importance to equality of opportunity as well, and all will get the opportunity for development without making any discriminations, any differentiation. Okay students, preamble to our constitutions refers to a unique ideal or principles. It is the goal of promoting fraternity among the citizens and to assure the dignity of the individual. And say students, so it is the goal of promoting fraternity, means brotherhood, among the citizens and to assure the dignity of the individuals. Fraternity. The makers of the constitutions believed that merely guaranteeing justice, freedom and equality would not lead to stabilizing equality in Indian society. So sister, who are the makers of the constitutions are there? They believed that means merely guaranteeing justice, freedom and equality will not lead to stabilizing equality in an Indian society. No amount of law would help us achieve these goals. And if fraternity is lacking among Indians, hence the promotions of fraternity has been included the preamble as a goal. So say students, that means in the society what is very important, you like a brotherhood. Okay, so no amount of law will be helped us to achieve this goal. Okay, so if fraternity is lacking among Indians, then what happened, hence the promoting of fraternity has been included in the preamble as a goal. So we have to live like a brotherhood, means fraternity. Fraternity implies a we feeling towards one another. It creates a feeling of empathy. People become more understanding towards each other's problems and needs. And this is students, so fraternity implies a we feeling towards one another. Okay, and because of that it creates a feeling of empathy and people become more understanding towards each other problems and needs, and this way they will cooperate with each other and they will live like a unity. Okay students, and they will support each other, they will help each other. So that's why fraternity also very very important. Okay students, fraternity is closely related to human dignity. Human dignity implies equal respect to each individual as a human being. And see students, that means human dignity implies that equal respect to each individual as a human being. It does not depend upon the criteria of caste, creed, race, sex, language, etc. So we all have the equal, that means we have to equal respect of each individuals. Okay, because as we are a human being and we are citizens of India country, so we all have the equal respect and to way to give that to each individuals as a human being. Okay students, just as we would like to be treated with dignity and respect by others, we should also treat others with the same dignity and respect. So we have to give that see, it's not give, take respect and give respect. So we also have respect to others, and if you are giving the respect to others, then only they will also respect to you. So this type of feeling should be there. And this way students, just as we should like to be treated with dignity and respect by others, we should also treat others with the same dignity and respect. Okay students, when every individual respect another and honors their freedoms and rights, dignity of the individual will get established. And see students, so this way these feelings will be there. That means when every individual respect another, they have to respect another and honors their freedoms, okay, and rights, dignity of the individual will get established. In such an atmosphere, fraternity means brotherhood will grow automatically. And this way students, when every individual will respect others and honor their freedoms and rights and dignity of the individuals, okay, will get established. And on that time, in such an atmosphere, what happens students, that fraternity means brotherhood will grow automatically. The task of bringing about a new society based on the values of justice and equality. And this way students, so task of bringing about a new society based on the values, which are the values are there, justice and equality, all are equal. Okay, and each and every person should get the justice, there should be no injustice, there should be no inequality, will be facilitated. The preambles to the Constitution of the India guides us to this very goal. And this way students, that means That means, student, the task of the bringing about a new society based on the values. Which are the values are the student? Justice and equality will be facilitated, and the preambles to the Constitution of India guides us to this very goal. Okay, the preambles ends with a mention of the fact that the people of India have given the Constitution to themselves. And this, students, the preambles ends with a mention of the fact that the people of India have given the Constitution to themselves. Okay, students. Exercise question number 1, find the following words in the grid. Question number 2, answer the following questions. Question number 3, how should we make use of our freedom? Write your views about it. And question number 4, explain the following concept. Okay, so see students, all these are the assignment I am giving to you as your homework. So you have to do this in your notebook and read this lesson twice, 2 times properly. I hope that you understood this lesson. Thank you.